Hello, welcome back. It's been a while. Welcome to a very special COVID-19 quarantine Mother's Day version of Suburban Smoking with Steve. Today we are going to be doing beef ribs. For the true hardcore Suburban Smoking with Steve fans, if you remember maybe about a year ago when we started goofing around with this show, the first thing we did was beef ribs. And looking back on it, they were terrible. I didn't know how the smoker worked. I didn't know seasonings. I didn't know what bark was. So we're gonna try that again. And we're gonna do a light liquid rub with some salt and pepper, and then some steak sauce, or I'm sorry, steak rub. And probably smoke it for 3 or 4 hours and see how it works. So my smoker is not big enough to put these all horizontally, so I split them into 2 ribs a piece, and I'm gonna do 2 all the way down. And again, I'm gonna rub 4 of them with olive oil, and then do a steak rub with garlic and salt and pepper. And then the other 4, I'm gonna try this as the moisture to hold on the rub, and maybe you'll get a little more seasoning, a little spicier. And we'll do this to both sides. And while we're doing this, we're gonna preheat the oven or the smoker to 250. Pepper, garlic powder, and steak seasoning. And this time I'm gonna do this Tapatio sauce as the base, but then again, salt and pepper, garlic, and steak seasoning. All right, so we got 2 stacks of High Society. We got the smoker up to 225, and we got the state parks opening back up from quarantine. So we're gonna get these on, and then the kids and I and the family, we're all going to the park. So let's get going. So the smoker's up to temperature. I've got 8 slots to fit these things in, so let's see what happens. All right, so they all fit. We're gonna get them in here. We're gonna let them smoke for about 3 hours. And then I'm gonna take it in and I'm gonna make little pouches with some sauce in it, with some Worcestershire, some soy sauce, some beef broth, and then we'll bring it back out and hopefully let them marinate for another couple hours. So, see you later. Okay, so they've been on for just about 2 hours. You can see this one, the meat's already coming off the bone, so that one's a little thin, but the rest of them are pretty thick and getting pretty decent. I'm gonna do a spritz with a special blend of beef broth and Worcestershire sauce and soy sauce. All right, so they've been on for about 3 hours. You can see they're starting to get some good color. I'm gonna take them off and wrap them. Hopefully get them a little tender. I would like to see them a little darker, but I think they're all right. They've taken 3 hours of smoke, so let's get them off. All right, so this is up to 3 hours of smoke. You can see the Tomatillo one's getting some decent color, some decent crunch on from the 3 hours of smoke. Got some good bark there. This is the regular olive oil one. Again, they're still a little bit stiff, so I'm gonna do a kind of a marinade in a pouch to try and get them tenderized up a little bit, make them a little softer. But overall, I'm really happy so far. We're gonna pile them up high here and put them in a little pouch with the spritz that I was using, which is beef broth and soy sauce and Worcestershire. We're gonna wrap it up into a little pouch to maintain as much of that moisture as we can, and hopefully another hour or 2, and they'll be nice and tender. So we're back out at the grill. We've got the liquid around the ribs, and it's kind of watertight packaging, so hopefully it sits in marinades and just swims in that. And hopefully about an hour and a half, we should be good to go. See you later. They were on for 4.5 hours. I'm not even checking the internal temperature. I'm just gonna take them in and let them rest for a half hour. So 5 hours total. So they've been resting a half hour. We're gonna take them out and see what they look like. Ooh, they smell delicious. Fall off the bone. Let's cut into one, see what it looks like. Whoa, just knife not even pushing, just falling through. Look at that. Wow. Finally did something right. Look at the juices. That's fantastic. Let's do no pressure at all, just falling through. Ooh, amazing. Hope y'all can see that juice. Let's try one. That looks so good. All right, let's give this one a try. It's pretty outstanding. Moist, really moist. Good smoky flavor, good salt. I like the steak seasoning too. It's really, really good. I'm really impressed. Yeah, again, juiciness is there. Interested in the flavor because I can smell that there's definitely a difference. The Tomatillo ones are actually better. There's more flavor, kind of a heat in the background. But overall, compared to the first time, go back and watch the first video. I'll link it, but it was unbelievably bad. These are so much better. So, getting better. Stay smoky.